When professional players go play Counter-Strike 2, they all wear these jerseys that represent the organization that has been backing their team for so long, right? This organization has put so much support and trust into these teams to succeed, and they want them to win, so that way it's them. Their organization comes out on top, right? But there's a few other people that want to be recognized as well, and that is the people on their jerseys. Those are the sponsors, right? As we all know, a lot of professional players have sponsors affiliated with their esports organizations. So they often are obligated to create these jerseys that represent those sponsors as well as the organizations as well. Sometimes these jerseys have like a bright, perfect mix, or sometimes they're done poorly and out of taste, and just like head scratching for all that matters. But today we're going to rate these esport team jerseys based off of their sponsors. At the bottom, we have no sponsors, broke, right? They just have nothing at all. Next up on the category, we have bum sponsor, right? These are kind of just like sponsors that really fucking suck, honestly, and the sponsor is just there, and it kind of ruins the entire design. And then we have that's it. That's the sponsor. It's kind of the same for like bum sponsor, except the sponsor is not so obnoxious. And then we have the perfect mix of logo and sponsors, where we kind of think that the sponsors are very aptly designed with the rest of the team organization's jersey, and that way it's not. It's just kind of like a nice mix. Starting off on this list right here, we have Sashi Esports. From the looks of it, I think they might have like a couple sponsors or so, but it's a very clean design though, and you know, I think it's a little too clean, quite frankly. Right? They just literally have the logo, and then they have another logo, just bigger. So in that case, I think they have like no sponsors. They're just kind of broke. We have FaZe, and I know there might be some bias, but like, you know, the sponsors are very, you know, properly placed. You know, everything's like kind of like on the arms or the shoulders, but you know, all the chest is purely dedicated just to FaZe brand itself. And I don't think there are many other esports organizations that have the opportunity to kind of do something like this. But, you know, mad respect, and I think that's why it's just kind of a really good mix, honestly. Next up, we have Partisan. We have, I think Partisan, I mean, I think they are a full, are they even, oh shit. Okay, Partisan is actually a subsidiary of the Belgrade-based multi-sport sport club, JSD Partisan. I'm actually going to change this category. I'm going to call minimalist, and I think we're going to probably put Partisan here. I think they do have some sponsors. Very much does kind of represent like kind of like a football jersey in some ways. No, I think it's very tasteful. Like, but I wouldn't say it's like the perfect mix though. Like, you kind of question whether or not they are like actually funded or not, just because they might be broke. So you wouldn't know. Rare Atom. I mean, honestly, I feel like the Rare Atom jerseys kind of look more like t-shirts. So I'm going to have to put them in broke as well. If your jersey looks like a t-shirt, is it really a jersey? That's what I got to say. Is it a jersey, right? Flexo. Would I say they're a perfect mix? I'm not sure if I would say they're a perfect mix. They're kind of based off of this jersey design, right? Like, I got like a closer look. It looks like he has like squiggles on his shoulders. I don't even think those are sponsors on his shoulders. Those are just like design squiggles. But you know, very minimalist. There's a couple sponsors on there, and a couple on his like around his like arms as well. Flexo is minimalist. Ecstatic, I think. With Ecstatic, I think they have a good little perfect mix. Nothing too much. What is Turbine though? What is? These are their things. I don't even know. What is Turbine? Twitch.tv/Turbine. What? This is a streamer. They're advertising a whole fucking streamer on their thing. I wouldn't say that's a good mix. Honestly, that's it. That's a sponsor. You know, I like the fact that literally the biggest logo on their thing is a Twitch streamer. I think that already goes to show, like, it's just like, what? It's a Twitch streamer? It's not even like an organization. It's a Twitch streamer. That's who they're sponsored by. Mongols. I love the Mongols. I love their jersey designs. But when they have this gaudy fucking advertisement 1xbet fucking shit, I'm sorry, bum sponsor 1xbet. I mean, they're definitely there are definitely worse sponsors out there, but 1xBet takes the cake. Namiga, their biggest sponsor on their jersey is Vivada. I don't know. I think that in itself. Usually, if you, that's it. That's a sponsor. Like, okay, if your jersey is like taking up most of, if your advertisement is taking up most of the jersey design, rather than your own kind of branding, then you suck. You're the design kind of sucks. That's it. That's the sponsor. Like that's you. You're actually Vivada. All right. Next up, we have Fnatic. I'm gonna probably have to put them in the same category as well. They both follow up in the same tiers of tier 2. So would make sense for them to be qualified under the same kind of like listing with Betify. They got Vivada and then they got Betify. Gamer Legion. I'm gonna be honest. I think they do have some sponsors. They do have a few sponsors, but the thing is that it looks too clean. The whole thing is that they literally have very few sponsors, but like they only put their logo in like the smallest thing possible. That's like saying like, okay, come on, like we're not even confident in ourselves. Okay, we're not even confident that we can make a deep run. That's what I'm getting from Gamer Legion's like jersey. It's like, okay, we're a little timid. We're a little timid. I don't know. It's a little too small. Like, I don't know. Like maybe I could do a deep run. Maybe I couldn't do a deep run. I'm not really too sure. We'll see what happens. Like, come on, Gamer Legion. Just be a little bit more confident in like in your jersey design. You literally have all this space that you could take up, and the design is nice. I'll give you that. Like the design is really nice. I really like that. But your logo is so small. You could really just like stand out more. That you are Gamer Legion basically. Team Liquid. Honestly, it's kind of hard because this one is like an anniversary jersey for Liquid right here. But I think it's pretty tasteful, all things considered. Like I think it takes up like a nice amount. It takes up like a nice amount of space, and also the sponsors aren't that big, so it's not super gaudy or anything. I think Liquid does have like a very solid jersey design, and they're able to represent both the organization and kind of their sponsors as well. Look at it; it's definitely bigger than the fucking Gamer Legion logo. Like that's the thing for me. If your logo is literally bigger than Gamer Legion's logo on their jersey, like come on. Like at that point, come on. Oh my god. I decided to include complexity in here, even though I already know the news of what happened to now they're Passion USA basically. But would it be wrong to say I put them with no sponsors, honestly? I would probably say I would also probably put them in like the perfect mix of logos and sponsors. Just from what I'm seeing, they have it all on the shoulders and everything, but their brand complexity is very loud and proud, and it's who they are, or it's who the team was basically. So I think they got it right, but it's too bad that the money wasn't enough though. Heroic, I think with Heroic, I'm also probably gonna put them in like a perfect mix. I think the organization is able to kind of, I like the long sleeve designs are nice. Logo is kind of loud and proud in the center right there. But all the sponsors like on the shoulders or on the sleeves. So it's very nice. We got bait, and that's it. That's the sponsor. The sponsor is Betway. We know it's a sponsor because that's where it shows. That's what the sponsor is. IHC, 1xBet. All right, 1xBet. All right, it's another 1xBet. So 3D Max. Actually, no, I think I'm probably gonna have to probably also say perfect mix of logo and sponsors. They obviously go with a similar design, shoulders and sleeves of the sponsors, and then they have the team logo, but then they actually take a page from like the Facebook, and then they just write the fucking name of the team on the jersey. But this time they actually did it in like stylish cursive. So maybe we're actually going to move these guys up. And also the fact that, they went with a white design for the jersey, even though their whole like team logo is fucking red. So, what can you do? Astralis. Honestly, I'm probably gonna say they went with a minimalist outlook. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna say that this one, I think this jersey is like a minimalist. If it was probably the more like traditional Astralis jersey, like these ones go hard, and also I like the I think the color really stands out. It makes it look really nice. I mean, that's kind of also minimalist as well, but like the one was just like the name of it as well looked good. This one's pretty bad, honestly. I think I'm gonna keep them in minimalist just because I think, you know, not even the fucking team logo is red, even though the whole thing, like, generally their brand is like a red star. So I think that's a little bit defeatist of the Strawless brand. A minimalist design does not give credit enough to the organization itself, basically. I mean, who would? Because the fucking team was like losing money until Hooksy started winning them some again. So yeah, Furia. I think that's it. That's the sponsor. Their sponsor is fucking Poker Stars, right? That's as gambling as you could fucking get, right? That's it. That's the sponsor. It's fucking Poker Star, I guess. VP. I think we're also probably gonna say, that's it. That's the sponsor. They're sponsored by fucking Winline. Their logo is so small. They literally suffer. They are. You could look at this. This is like they suffer the same. You know, actually, the matter of fact, this looks like a fucking t-shirt. I'm gonna be honest. This doesn't even look like a jersey. It just looks like a fucking t-shirt. Or maybe it's just because Perfecto was wearing it, honestly. But it just looks like a t-shirt. Like, look at this design. It looks ass. They got like just black stripes around, and then they like their logo is super fucking small. Like, sure, they have a sponsor, but it just looks like they just barely had enough money to pay for these fucking jerseys. Okay, like it just looks ass. Passion UA, that's it. That's the sponsor. BBet. Okay, I don't think I need to say any much more. They got other sponsors as well, but VBet is the sponsor. Just so you know, just in case if that wasn't clear enough. Odek. Honestly, I'm looking at the jerseys. I'm looking at the jersey, and it really does not look like they have any fucking. They have no sponsors on here at all. Is this team even fucking sponsored? No one even knows what the fucking sponsors of this fucking team is. So yeah, no sponsors. They're fucking broke, if anything. These guys are broke. And we got MIBR, and guess where they're from? Fucking 1xBet. Okay, so another bum sponsor. Nip. That's it. That's the sponsor. The sponsor is fucking RainBet. Spirit. I'm debating. I think with Spirit we're gonna put them in bum sponsor as well. They're below 1xBet. I think BetBoom. Their whole point. I think like their organization has really tried to make themselves get out there and market themselves as BetBoom. Right? There were tournaments being hosted by BetBoom before they were forced to rebrand. There is quote unquote. I mean, they are literally sponsoring. They have their own team called BetBoom. Right, and then obviously on the Spirit jersey they have BetBoom. Okay, so I think we could easily say that BetBoom is a bum sponsor. Okay, Pain Gaming Casino, that's it. That's the sponsor. It's literally the word casino, but there's an extra S. I don't really know why. But yeah, that's it. That's the sponsor really. Mouse have a very clean design, but also FawnBet. Right, that's it. That's the sponsor. It's FawnBet. With TNL, it's actually an interesting story. I did some research with one of my Oomps Wizard, right, while trying to record the first video, and we found out that WeGold is actually like a company that turns gold into money. WeGold is an international gold mining company that operates in fucking Rwanda. Is that ethical? Huh. Okay, so I don't think it's very ethical to mine gold in Rwanda, apparently. There seems to be a lot of geopolitical factors, so I think for that reason we're going to probably say that, TNL, you got a bum sponsor. Okay, you got a bum sponsor. Tyloo. With Tyloo, it's an interesting case because, like, they do have, like, they do have the logo on there, and I think the sponsors are in Chinese. It just looks like Chinese characters. And so it doesn't really look much like a sponsor. It probably is. I wouldn't be surprised. But you know what? I think it's like a nice. I think it's like a nice balance. It's a nice balance of like a jersey So for that, we're gonna say, you know, perfect mix of logos and sponsors, right? I love Linvision and they do have sponsors, but I think it's giving me a lot of the same like a Rare Atom vibes, honestly. It just looks like a fucking t-shirt. I mean, they do have a sponsor. Actually, in consideration, placement of sponsors is very crucial to how you determine what I feel like what people think is like a jersey and what's not a jersey, right? Like people are very much like used to sponsors being on like the shoulders or being on the sleeves, right? So when you kind of break away from that format, or you don't really put your sponsors like kind of elsewhere, it makes you question whether or not like they actually have like a jersey, or whether or not it qualifies as a jersey, basically. This is actually for Rebels. I'm just gonna put them. That's it. That's the sponsor. I don't even know what sponsor they have. I'm just gonna say that's it though. Wait, what the fuck? You know, I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna take a break right now. I need to process the news, and we will finish the video tomorrow. Let's see. We have M80. M80. I think M80 might qualify for perfect mix of logos and sponsors. I think like it hits a lot of the same like check marks. Kind of very similar to like the phase jersey. And they really take advantage of like the design space, and also just like the very bold font as well. I might even rank it better than just the phase jersey right now, just because this one is like purely black. It's nice and clean, but the M80 jersey has like a nice mix of its colors, so I think that's like really well incorporated into the design. NRG. I think I'm probably gonna have to go minimalist. I mean, they downgraded their logo, their old like NRG logo, to be just the letters NRG and like some sort of I don't know, font basically. So there's that. There's a few sponsors here and there, but they don't really incorporate much of a design into it per se. So honestly, you could literally replace the word NRG with like Reebok or something, and you'd still probably have like that shirt. Has the logo, but the logo is kind of ass. So I'm gonna probably tip you off for that, honestly. All right, next up we have OG. Shit. I mean, with OG, right? Like you literally, the big thing about OG is the fact that their logo is literally a fucking Red Bull. There's a Red Bull sponsor on top of it. So I mean, there's that. It definitely qualifies for that's it. That's the sponsor. I don't know. I think I'd probably go minimalist, honestly. I don't even know what the red thing is on the OG jersey. That could be a sponsor. That could not be. They have sponsors on their sleeves. I think I'm probably gonna keep OG and minimalist though. Maybe just because the design is so ingrained with like the logo at this point that it's not like screaming out that, you know, it's sponsored basically, and it's not like they're broke, even though they have very few sponsors listed on their jerseys. So I'm probably gonna still say, I think I'm gonna say that they're minimalist though, just because I feel like OG cannot go any lower than what they already are basically. Steak. Yeah, we got Team Steak. Fucking Vitality. #1 team of the year, of the season, of last season. They're kind of falling off right now. They just got their asses handed to them by the Mongols twice in this starting the season. Like, the Steak logo is just so fucking auraless. This shit is so ass. You know what? We're making a new fucking category. We're just making a new category. The Steak move was just so fucking auraless. It was just so bad. How can it be one of the few things that you just like add to your fucking jersey and you just immediately start shitting the bed? So yeah, I think the Steak logo is lost aura. It just looks like the team is actually Steak and not fucking Vitality. Yeah, it's terrible. Just lost aura. We just have to put it in a separate category because it's that bad. Legacy. Oh god, they did not cook with this design. They did not cook with it. Like, I mean, you literally nearly make playoffs of Austin Major, and then this is the jersey design that you make. Like look at this. This is the definition of a fucking t-shirt. This is worse than like the rest of them.
Like, these guys are genuinely broke. Like, Legacy, literally looks like a t-shirt with just a few sponsors on the brand. That shit is not, that's not fire, okay? That just looks poor. You look poor, Legacy. Come on, why are we just wearing t-shirts? Wildcard. Alright, Wildcard have, like, unknown sponsors. What the fuck is OBS bot? Okay, yep, I figured out my answer. No sponsors. They are broke. They are broke. Oh, Falcons. We're gonna put them, bum sponsor. Falcons is fucking bum sponsor. Saudi Arabia, right? Bum sponsor. That the whole team is literally a fucking walking advertisement. They spend millions of dollars unnecessarily to build their superstar roster team. Yeah, they're just bums. Fucking bum sponsor, bro. Yeah, bum sponsor. Just a complete bottom. Below 1x bet and Bet Boom. Speaking of Bet Boom, yeah, no, Bet Boom is also Bet Boom is Bet Boom. Okay, Bet Boom jersey. That's it. That's the sponsor. Bet Boom, Bet Boom, Bet Boom, Bet Boom. Okay, that's it. G2, G fucking 2, and we are going to put G2 right here. I think G2 is one of those legacy orgs where they've gotten their design down for the most part on their jerseys, where it's just very simplistic, but it hits the right niche. It hits like all the tick marks basically. G2 have got their jersey down, and it's got like this right mix of their logo and sponsors basically. Like, you know, just they have their sponsors. You know it's a sponsored team, but they're G2, so you know they're G2. So yeah, it works. Paravision. What the fuck is Paravision sponsored by? What is Perry exactly? Okay, this is just the betting site. Yep, you know, that's it. That's the sponsor. Yeah, we'll rate Paravision, I think, in bum sponsor. Just because they are a walking advertisement basically. FlyQuest. Who is FlyQuest sponsored by? Is the FlyQuest jersey tough though? They do have the logo, but it's so fucking small. I mean, they made it look like a soccer jersey now. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna say that I put FlyQuest in minimalist. I mean, they fill a lot of the same requirements. The only reason I will not put them in perfect mix of logo and sponsors is because they literally only have like, they don't have any sponsors on their sleeves. They only have like, they have one on the shoulder and then like one in the middle, and then that's it. Like, the rest of the sponsors are nowhere to be seen. It almost looks like that they have no sponsors. It is a very minimalist design. Foot, F-U-T, Free Zone. I don't know. That's it. That's the sponsor. I don't think I could really overcomplicate it that much. I think we're gonna put FUT Esports, and that's it. That's the sponsor, because they don't even really have like the logo on their jersey. They do have all the sponsors and whatnot, but I don't know what the fuck this, like, I don't even know what this team is about really. It's that main sponsor in the middle, right? It's the main sponsor in the middle, just like the rest of them. And I mean, this is probably like the least egregious one, if anything, because it's not a gambling website. Saw. I think we're just gonna put them another. That's it. That's the sponsor. Aurora 1x bet. Yeah. Showing you the rest of them. Navi are rocking the fucking GG, or they're rocking the fucking, yep, that's it. That's the sponsor. They got GG bet in the middle. They have all the other sponsors, but that's Alliance. They have one sponsor. They have Razer, as far as we can see. But low-key, they're kind of broke. They're looking kind of broke. I think we're gonna have to say for Ents, it actually is a perfect balance. They have the big fucking middle. They have the middle sponsor. They have all their sponsors. I mean, I know they have this Fedora sponsor in the middle. But I think just the large Ents logo just fucking overshadows everything. Like, obviously you see the rest of the sponsors, but the fucking Ents logo in the middle just fucking goes so hard. It like takes up so much fucking space. And that's how you know they're fucking Ents players. You see that and you're like, that's an Ents player. So you know what? I think they cooked. They cooked with that design. big. Big jersey. I'm gonna probably say, probably say minimalist. I mean, I know they have a decent handful of sponsors on their arms and whatnot, but I don't think it carries enough of the same aura. Kind of into the same position as like the Flexo jersey situation, because you could really mistake that big logo for anyone else. You just look at that and you're just like, who the fuck are they, right? And it doesn't even matter because big are just big. That's as how you think of big as like a team in general. You're just like, who the fuck are they? And then it doesn't even matter because they're already out within like the first 2 games or so. BCO 1x bet. We're gonna go bottom tier on BCO. That might be our Claire's BCO. Any day of the week. BC game. BC fucking game. The whole point of fucking BC game is that they are a gambling site. Because of that, I'm going to say that BC game is also within the fucking bump echelons of bump sponsor, basically. Sharks. I mean, they definitely have downgraded the design. The logo is literally as it's written. I think if anything, that's it. That's the sponsor. What is QF.com? Okay, apparently I can't even search it up. That's how bad it is. This is Ho2. Oh my god. Ho2. And actually, you know what? They have another recurring sponsor, Vivada. Vivada is back in the sponsor list. Except they look like they're even fucking more budgeted. Ho2 look fucking penniless compared to fucking Amiga, and they both rep the same sponsor. So, yeah, another t-shirt design is what we're gonna say. 9. Postal bet. That's it. That's the sponsor. Nexus. Actually, not. I'm gonna probably put Nexus above. I'm gonna say that's it. That's the sponsor, but on kind of the higher echelon just because it is Samsung. Chimps Warriors. Sick fucking jersey design. They have like 1 sponsor. If they probably had more sponsors, I probably would put them higher. Otherwise, yeah, I think no sponsors broke is probably the best way we could put it for Chimps Warriors. This is Colsey, I think. CSGO Skins. The sponsor is fucking CSGO Skins. They are sponsored by CSGO Skins. That's it. That's the sponsor. That's it. Blue Jays. Kinda broke. Be Quiet. What? That's a brand? Be Quiet? It's a very uninspiring design, though. They have their sponsors and the jersey's black, even though their name is Blue Jays. I think I'm probably gonna have to just put them in minimalist, if anything. Yeah, no, I like the logo design. It's just that I wish they could be doing more with the kind of name and jersey. Like it's not blue enough to match the rest. Oh my god, it actually is. German premium brand of keyboards of like computer stuff. This is BetClick Apogee. I mean, it originally was Apogee, but then they just rebranded to BetClick from Apogee. And I'm pretty sure we all know where fucking what type of fucking website BetClick could probably be. So yeah, that's it. That's the sponsor. Betera, he's got lines. Yep, nope. These guys are broke. The Huns, they got the sleeves and they got the sponsors. I think honestly we're gonna have to we'll have to put them in very minimalist jersey design. Oh, this is fucking Johnny Speeds. Broke. I mean, somehow this team is getting funded, or they're somehow like operating. This team is broke as fuck though. Hoodie with your name on it, and that's it. That's the jersey. Doesn't even have the logo or anything. Literally just broke. Red cannons, but I couldn't even tell that they're fucking red cannons because their logo is white. I'm gonna say minimalist. You do have more sponsors than Ho2 or than the Huns. You do have more sponsors than the Huns, so I'm gonna put you ahead of that. But I could not tell you're fucking red cannons. But they do have the mix though. They do have like the quintessential mix. They're just kind of lacking a bit. 9Z. I mean, they have the Shell Company logo. You know that's a sponsor. But I'm only seeing like 2. I'm only fucking seeing 2. Broke? I think we could casually say that these guys are broke. They have like they're sponsored by Shell and one other company, and that's it. That is somehow keeping their team afloat. Zero Tenacity. I mean, it looks like they're self-funded, honestly, like respect, but it doesn't look like they have any sponsors though, in my opinion. Sponsorless team. God, this is so orless. Gamdom. Imperial. I was using their old Imperial logo, but then they just recently got sponsored by Gamdom, and then they changed their fucking team logo to be the fucking Gamdom logo. So I I think because of that, bum sponsor. Because just the fact that you even fucking go through the effort of rechanging your logo just to make it look worse because of your gambling sponsor is actually kind of crazy. Actually, not. I'm gonna say that Imperial goes into the fucking steak category. Just because it's fucking, this team has lost aura because of their previous logo. And now they're just a fucking walking gambling sponsor. With I mean, they still have the same name, but god damn, they just fucking changed the logo. It just looks so fucking worse now. And the last but not least, we have Marsborn, right? Apparently these guys are fully American team on HLTV. They're the top #1 fully American team. But you know what that gets you? Barely anything. Marsborn jerseys are like Johnny Speed ones, except they just have the logo. So I'm gonna give them +1 above the Johnny Speeds one, because at least they have their fucking logo on there, so you actually know that it's a team. Instead of fucking Johnny Speeds, they have a logo and then they don't use it. They just write Johnny Speeds on their fucking hoodie. But Marsborn, right? You at least know it's Marsborn, but it is so low budget. They literally just have the jacket and that's it. They have the jacket and that's Marsborn. You know how cheap they are? They literally they make promotional art for their matches every single time, but it's not, they don't even make it. It's AI generated, all right? It's AI generated promo art. Like, please just spend like $5 contacting someone to just drop some nice little quick promo art. You could literally just draw like 2 stick figures and you're just like, oh yeah, we're fucking fighting Blue Jays or something, right? But you fucking waste your talent promoting this fucking bullshit AI, and it does not look tough. That shit just looks auraless, okay? I mean, no disrespect to the players. I think this is more so an organization issue. But please, just like, get your guys some real jerseys or something. Get some real jerseys. Stop using fucking bullshit AI. You guys are so broke. You guys are using AI art to promote your matches, okay? You don't need to do that. You do not need to do that at all, okay? I think this is gonna be the final iteration of this tier list. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. All right, take care, have a good one, peace.